Good Morning Britain host Susanna Reid grilled Labour's Angela Rayner over her decision not to back an immediate ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas conflict. Angela Rayner's Good Morning Britain interview on Tuesday morning has been branded a car crash by ITV viewers after the Labour politician was grilled over the Gaza conflict. During her interview with presenters Susanna Reid and Richard Madeley, the debate turned to the Israel-Hamas conflict as Rayner spoke about being heckled by a Palestine protester during a Labour Party fundraiser. Rayner refused to support a ceasefire for the Israel-Hamas conflict, and the politician cited several reasons for her decision live on air, sparking a tense debate live on air. Viewers flocked to social media to comment on Rayner's tense exchange with Madeley and Reid, which lasted 15 minutes. Madeley said, "Last time there was a vote on a ceasefire in Gaza, you abstained. A lot has happened since then. There have been a lot more deaths in Gaza. If there was a vote again today, would you abstain or would you agree to a ceasefire?" The politician replied, "I mean the challenges that are happening in Gaza. No one can look at the TV and see what is happening. I'm a mother and a grandmother myself, and you see the devastation in Gaza." Madeley interjected, "So is that a yes?" She continued, "We are very clear. We want to see a situation where Hamas gives the hostages. We still have over 130 hostages. People who were going about their daily business in October were slaughtered, murdered, and taken from their families. The hostages need to be released, and we need to see a sustainable ceasefire, and we need to have that humanitarian aid getting into Gaza. There isn't enough aid getting into Gaza." Reid reminded viewers Rayner was driven away in a police car on Friday after being confronted by pro-Palestine supporters and campaigners. She'd been at a fundraising dinner and a woman was heard shouting, "What kind of feminist are you? 15,000 women and children dead, and you call yourself a modern-day feminist." Defending herself, Rayner said, "I would do everything I could to stop what is happening. What we are trying to do is bring about a ceasefire and the release of those hostages." When asked why she won't vote for a ceasefire, Rayner exclaimed, "Because we're trying to bring about the situation by diplomacy, we're working in the region and we've met with ambassadors." As they were going back and forth on the subject, viewers took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to comment on the interview. One viewer wrote, "Why don't you say ceasefire is the right thing then? Car crash interview once again." Saul wrote, "Richard Madeley, do you think there are aspects of genocide in Gaza, Angela Rayner? I don't know if you don't know. Why have you thrown out a Labour MP who says what's happening is genocide? #GMB. Sick." Michael shared, "She is nothing but a disgrace and a coward, totally devoid of humanity, empathy, and integrity." However, Susan Thorne said, "At Angela Rayner on #GMB what a good interview. Answered every question with clarity. She wasn't playing politics but actually genuine on #Labour making lives better for people in the UK, if lucky enough to get into power."